Hello, this is David with Everything Economics, and today's topic is going to be opportunity cost. So let's get started. All right, opportunity cost is the value of the next best alternative that is foregone when a choice is made. So, in other words, when you make a decision, the opportunity cost is what you give up in order to pursue that option. It's a fundamental concept in economics that highlights the trade-offs involved in every decision. So, for example, if you spend $100 going to a concert, the opportunity cost might be a nicer dinner or savings you gave up to attend the concert. So, if you have $100, you spend it to go to a concert, you have given up uh, the opportunity to save it or the opportunity to go out to dinner instead. If, on the other hand, you might go out to a nice dinner that costs $100, the opportunity cost would be giving up going to the concert. Another example, which is quite common uh, in terms of like students choosing to go to university. So, for example, uh, you have a choice of going to university full time. So you can go get a college degree as soon as you graduate, or you could start working. You could start working full time. So when you graduate, you can, uh, if you decide to go to university, you are giving up that uh, potential income that you would be earning if you were working full time. And on the other hand, if you were working full time, you give up the opportunity of going to university. Of course, a lot of students choose somewhere in the middle, which is maybe working part time and going to university part time, or some combination of that. But that is another example of opportunity cost. So if you're studying right now and you're not working, you are giving up the potential income that you would be earning. All right, let's go ahead and do a couple of examples. Example one. So here we have a graph, and it's aircraft versus automobiles. And so in this opportunity, we have aircraft on the y-axis, automobiles on the x-axis, and at point A, point B, and point C are different quantities that we could manufacture these items. So at point A, you can manufacture 400 aircraft, but 0 automobiles. Point B, you can manufacture 200 aircraft or 300 and 350 automobiles. Point C, you could manufacture uh, 400 automobiles and 200 aircraft. So what is the opportunity cost of producing 400 aircraft? That is the question. Well, we know if we're going to produce 400 aircraft, we're going to be right here at point A. So the opportunity cost is 600 automobiles. So we cannot produce any automobiles at all because we are focusing all on aircraft. So the opportunity cost, and I'm going to abbreviate OC, is 600 automobiles. That's because we are producing 400 aircraft. All right, let's go to the next example. Same chart. In this case, the question is, what is the opportunity cost of moving from point B to point C? So here we are at point B, but we're going to want to move to point C. And so we need to figure out, well, what is the opportunity cost of doing so? Well, at point B, we can produce 200 automobiles and 350 aircraft. Or at point C, we could produce 400 automobiles and 200 aircraft. So our opportunity cost for moving from point B to point C would be 350 minus 200. And if you're wondering about those numbers, 350 and 200. So the opportunity cost of moving from point B to point C is 150 aircraft. All right, and that is opportunity cost. So thank you for your attention, and pay attention for more videos coming up. Thank you.